Hello everyone, it's Sam here. Now what I've set out to do this morning is to learn Trello, but I've decided that I'm going to learn Trello by mucking around on it and trying to do something with it. And so what I've done here is I've set up a board, but if you want to set up a separate board as I have here, what you need to do is to go to this plus sign and click in it. Now I've done that, and what I've done is call my board My Journey Tutor Activities. I've already got 3 cards set up because Trello consists of cards and lists. So this card is going to start a list here, and I've also put in 2 other cards because what I'm going to be doing is keeping a track of what I have to do as a tutor. Originally, I called the first card Weekly Activities, but as I've been going along, I can see that basically I need to change that into a to-do list. So this is what I have to do. Now, I've identified the things that I need to do, at least for this first week, and so I'm going to add cards to represent each of the activities that I have to do. So the first card that I've got to do is to check on the students' posting of 2 things they learnt about their learning activities. Okay, so that's one thing I'm going to do. So I'll add that list, I'll add that card, and as you can see, I'm experimenting as I go along because what I'm looking for is to put a due date on it. Okay, can you see it anywhere? Change the due date. Okay, now I'd like to have all that done by Sunday, so I'm going to put in Sunday and save it there. All right, and save altogether. Now I'm ready to add a second item to my list on this particular card, and that is I need to make sure that the students have joined a Trello group. Good, so I'll add that, and I would like to make sure that I've done all that by the 7th. As you can see, the list is gradually building. Next, I would just like to remind them to complete the Survey Monkey survey, and I'll add that, and I would like to check up on that also by the 7th. Now I'm going to pause this here and complete my list because you don't need to watch me step by step. Well, here I am back again now. I've added several items to my list on this first to-do card. And as you can see, basically, it's just a checklist for me to make sure to look in at what these students are doing and what I've expected them to do. Now, not all these, of course, have been completed. Some are in the doing stage and some may have been done. So what to do? Ones that I'm in the process of doing, I haven't quite finished yet, is, for example, checking for student emails. I've asked them by way of a kind of an icebreaker, a self-introduction, and also just to alert them to using their curtain email to write me to reply to my first email for SP4. Now, because I'm in the process of doing that, I'm going to move that here. The other thing I do on a continuing basis, which I haven't finished yet, is to go on to my discussion board to check that they've done their self-intros or are in the process of doing their self-intros. So I haven't finished doing that yet. Okay. And checking last access from the Grade Centre. Well, this is something that I do every day for the first couple of weeks, just to make sure that, just to pick up on their patterns of accessing and perhaps to alert students who aren't accessing as often as I think necessary, or perhaps those who haven't accessed it all, and to just check in with them to see what's going on. So that's also in the to-doing list, and I add the card to that list there. So now I've got two ongoing lists, my to-do list and my doing list. Now I'm just wondering whether I've actually completed anything, so I'll pause to double check. Okay, now I've discovered that there's nothing that I've actually fully completed and can put away. So it looks as though I've just got the to list, the to-do list and the doing list, and this is where I'll come in and I'll track the activities that I have to do. All right, well, look, I hope that's been of some help to you, but I've been a little bit selfish. What I've done is I've put myself in the position of explaining things to other people so that ultimately I can learn what to do. So it's not anything which is perfected yet. I'm learning. I guess it's a work in progress, as people say. All right, thank you, everyone.